This is the Minolta MC 21mm f2.8. Currently, 21mm is my favorite focal length to shoot handheld video footage. 21mm rides the line between wide and ultra-wide focal lengths, giving your images an immersive feel. It may be an unusual desire of mine, but I do like odd focal lengths. In most contemporary lens series, I commonly see 35mm, 24mm, but I rarely see a 21, and this does set this lens apart from many others. Now, there are certainly other 21mm lenses out there, some vintage, some contemporary. However, 24mm seems to be the most common in this range of wide lenses that teeters on ultra-wide. This attraction towards odd focal lengths, I think, comes from my years as a professional drummer. Over the years of building my cymbal collection, I saw the standards that most other drummers had, but I sought to differentiate myself from the norm. I wanted a different look, a different feel, and a different sound. And so I was drawn to and ultimately purchased odd sizes for my drum kit. I wanted something odd. I wanted something different. This brings up an interesting idea. As an artist, what can you do to set yourself apart? What odd bit of craft can you use to your creative advantage? What nuance can you bring to the art form? However small, however odd, however subtle, what makes you and your expression unique? Maybe it's the stories you tell, maybe it's the light and color you capture, or maybe it's the unique tools that you use. And this lens is one such tool. The things I enjoy most about this lens are the color and the flare. Now, the color is influenced by something that seems to be controversial. This lens is radioactive. In the vintage world, this is quite common. Now, I will spare you most of the details as this subject has been exhausted online and explaining it is not really worth my time. But the point is this: the radioactive material in some old glass decays over time, and as it decays, it gives the glass an amber color. Some describe it as yellowing, some describe it as gold glass, which I think sounds kind of cool. But regardless, it shades and alters the glass over time and thus influences the light that passes through it, giving your images a rich and warm color. There are ways to treat and reverse this color, and I have treated this lens a little, but that's a discussion for another time. Now the flare in this lens. Wide open at f2.8, this lens produces a beautiful circular flare that complements the color I just described. And this harkens back to that uniqueness in your craft. Is flare for everyone or for every project? Certainly not. But it is something unique to vintage glass and can help give your imagery something special. And if you haven't noticed, I love lens flare. It is probably the quality I like most about vintage glass, and it will continue to be a thread throughout my photography for years to come. Craft and nuance. These are the elements to learn and develop along your creative journey. Dive deep into the things that interest and inspire you. Seek out the details, the subtleties that distinguish your artistic expression, the nuance that only a master craftsman can express. Thanks for watching.